beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Vanity here with another video for you guys. And on today's video, I'll be recreating this beautiful fall look for you guys. And if you guys would love to see how I did that, then continue watching. So today I'm going to be working with 3 palettes. I'm going to be using the Morphe. This is the 3502 palette, which is this one right here. I'm going to be using the Jackie Aina x Anastasia palette. And I'm also going to be using the Zulu by Juvia's Place palette right here. And those are the 3 palettes that I'll be using. I'm going to start off with the Morphe palette. And I'm going to go into the shade Ablaze, which is like this like burnt orange kind of shade right here. This shade right here. So I'm going to go into Ablaze, and I'm going to go ahead and take the Morphe. I don't know why my brushes from Morphe, this one doesn't have a number, but this one's a fluffy brush, and I'm going to take that brush and I'm going to apply that Ablaze color all over my lid. Like, what is you guys' favorite season of the year? Because, like, mine, I would definitely say that mine is like, you know, spring, fall, between like spring and fall. I like the summer, but the only reason why the summer is not my favorite, mind you, I was born in the summertime, is because like sometimes it just gets way too hot, like way too hot, and I just can't be dealing with that hot like that. And I hate winter. Like, I love and hate winter because I love the holidays, but I hate the cold. Like, I can't deal with the cold. So like I like the in-between seasons, like, you know, fall, spring, like that. I don't know, I just feel like it's a balance. Like, I can just do whatever and just, you know, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and to the I'm going to go into the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place, and I'm going to be using the yellow shade right here. This palette doesn't have a name, but I'm using this yellow shade. I'm going in with, this one is not a Morphe brush. I'm not sure where I got this brush from, but I'm going to go ahead and dip in that yellow. And I'm going to blend that on top of that like burnt orange that I just used, literally just on top of that. And just meet those together and just blend them together. Just remember to blend really nicely, you guys, really good, so you don't have like any harsh lines at all within your shadows and stuff. So just blend those 2 colors together, and I'm bringing it all the way up to my brow bone. And one of the main reasons why I do this personally is because I have hooded eyes, you guys. So when I go to cut my crease, I literally have no space. So like, what I do sometimes is cut my crease lower, which I did today, which, you know, I like, but sometimes I like to go over my hooded line, like right there. So I have no space to blend out my eyeshadows. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about. You probably know if you have hooded eyes, but that's why I'm bringing it all the way up to my brow bone. So I'm just blending that color out all the way, just like so. Now I'm going to be using the Jackie Aina palette. I'm going to go in with the shade Credit, which is this dark brown right here. I'm going in with another Morphe brush, which I don't know what it is. I think I got this in a set, so maybe that's why it doesn't have a number on it, but I'm using this Morphe brush. I'm going to dip into Credit, and I'm also going to apply that all over my crease, starting from the outer corner of my eyes and just blending it and darkening the crease area, just so I can get that nice dark shadow that I have right there. So I'm blending that all over my crease, and then just make sure that when you're done, you just go back to blend everything out, because you do not want to have any harsh lines. You don't want to see where any shadow began and ended. So you have to make sure that you go back and just blend everything out all together. So I'm just adding that Credit all onto the crease and part of my lid, but some of that lid is gonna be covered anyways because I will be cutting my crease. So this is why I'm not worried about that. So I'm putting it all over. Before we continue, we're gonna go back into the shadow, the brush with the shadow from the orange shade, And you can pick up a little bit more shadow just to blend in between that brown and the yellow shade together, like I said, just to make sure that everything is nice and well blended, so you don't have any harsh lines and that all the colors that you want will show the way you want them to show. I blended just like that, and that looks good to me. It's showing just the way I want it to show, the orange with the yellow. I'm even gonna go back a little bit into the yellow shade, just a little bit, and I'm gonna pop that right on top just to give it a nice blend. And so I can bring back that a little bit of that color that left a little bit when I was blending out that brown. Like so. Now we're gonna go ahead and cut our crease, okay? To cut the crease, I'm gonna be using the P. Louise Base Rumor Zero. Oh, this is the Rumor Zero, which is the white base. I'm gonna be using my usual art brush, which is really flat, and I'm gonna take the base onto my brush, and I'm going to go ahead and start cutting my crease. I'm going to start by applying a little bit on my lid first before I go into the inner corner part of my eyes. And I'm going into the inner corner, and then I'm just gonna do little strokes and little tapping motions. Drag that all over my lid. I'm gonna take a beauty blender and just tap on that concealer just to dry it a bit before I go ahead and apply any shadow, so the shadow doesn't have any creases. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go to my brown, which is Credit from the Anastasia palette, with my brush. Before I apply any other shadow, I'm going to blend the corner part of the eye with Credit, just so I could have an easier blend with my shadows, and so that it looks really nice and blended. Like, it's just a nice transition from the shadow into the base that I use. I'm also gonna put some on the top just to put back the little brown I lost from the top part of the eye. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back in with the orange shade that I also use on my eyes from the Morphe palette. Go into the yellow shade from the Zulu palette by Julia's, and then I'm gonna apply that right before that orange, like so. And I'm gonna take my brush with the brown, just a brush with no extra product, and just blend that orange with the brown a little bit more, just so I can have a really nice and crisp blend together with all of the shadows. All right, now I'm going back to the Morphe palette, and I'm going to be using the first shade in the palette, which is called Universal, which is this shade right here. And I'm going to apply that right in the inner corner part of my eyes, and I'm just focusing that literally right in the beginning, just like that. And I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. So basically this is just to kind of set the base and to leave it nude, just like so. And I'm gonna go in with my yellow brush, since I took a little bit of that out, with the nude shadow. I'm just going to lightly tap that in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply my mascara so I can get ready to put on my lashes. So I'm just applying my mascara. I always apply my mascara before my lashes because it just makes it look more natural when you put the fake lashes on. It blends in together nicely. And also, if you don't want to get mascara on your fake lashes, then this is the perfect way. While my lashes are drying, I'm going back to the Morphe palette, and I'm going into the shade Rustic, which is this shade right here, Rustic. And I'm going to be applying a little bit of that on my jawbone just to give me a little bit of a highlight. But it's the perfect shade because it's kind of like pumpkin, kind of orangish highlight, and it makes the eye look so good. So I love the way that looks. So I literally just popping a little bit of that. Now I'm gonna just pop on my lashes. Pop these bad boys on. Just like so. Now we're gonna move on to face, and we will come back to the eyes after. Now we're on skin. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Hydro Grip. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm going to go ahead and put that all over my face. Look for a brush. I'm gonna be using a flat brush to apply that. I usually use my hands, my fingers, but sometimes I like to do it with a brush, depending on how I'm feeling, you know. Maybe today I'm feeling a little bougie or something, I don't know. So I'm just gonna put that literally all over. And also, you guys, beneath this I have on moisturizer and sunscreen, so don't forget to wear your sunscreen every day, rain or shine. Literally, like, wear your sunscreen. It doesn't matter if it's raining, doesn't matter if it's sunny. Like, I even wear my sunscreen in the house sometimes, and that's just because it becomes such a habit and such a part of my skincare that, like, I just automatically do it, which is good because then I know I'll never forget once I go outside. Like, I know I'll always have sunscreen on, so just don't forget to wear your sunscreen, okay? All right, next I'm going in with the Juvia's Place foundation stick in the color Zambia, and I'm taking a brush. This is a Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to dip into this makeup foundation stick, and I'm going to use that to contour. So I'm going to apply on my cheek wherever I would contour normally. This is a new method that I've been using, and I actually really like. I used it on my last video, which I will put right here, so if you guys want to check that out, you can. So I'm just using that to contour first. So, like, I just been doing this thing where, like, you know, contour my face first, and then I highlight first, and then I go on with my foundation after. And I just love the way it looks, and like, it makes me use less products, especially less foundation, and I don't have to put the foundation in places where I literally don't need to put it. So, like, under my eyes and stuff, my forehead, my nose, literally, because, like, only like concealer and stuff go there, so it literally wouldn't make sense. Well, it doesn't make sense, but I still do like the regular way, like using the foundation first, but it just depends. It depends on the mood, the look I want. Like, it all depends, literally. So last time I did this, which was the first time I was really doing it, I applied way too much contour. So today I learned my lesson. I'm applying less, and then I'll probably go back in when I go to set it with powder. Then I'll probably put a little bit more. I'm going to use the highlighter concealer from the Crayon Case in the number 15, and I'm going to use that as just a correcting highlighter. And then I'll be going in with another highlighter to actually highlight and brighten my under eye area. I got concealer on my lashes, guys. Just rub that off gently, and just like that, it comes out. So I'm putting this under my eyes. I'm gonna put some in the middle of my forehead. Well, not the middle, but like right there. And some on my chin. And with this concealer, I'm gonna let this concealer sit for a little bit on my face, just so it can get more full coverage. And this concealer is a little bit on the watery side, so I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, and I'm gonna use a damp beauty blender to blend that out. I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and I'm gonna start blending that out. So if you're just beginning to do this method, it will look crazy at first, especially if this is your first time. If it's your first time doing it, because I've tried this once before and I was like, oh hell no. Like, I didn't even finish with it, and like, I took everything off, and like, I was not liking it. Like, I was not fucking with it. But then, like, when I tried it again the other day, I was like, let me actually finish it. And boom, that shit was bomb as hell. Like, it looked really good, and I was like, oh wow. So like, don't just because when you begin doing it, I think it's because it looks crazy at first. Like, it just looks like it's not gonna work. So you second guess yourself, and like, which is what I did, and then when I first did this. And then when I tried it again the other day, I was like, let me give it a try and like fully continue it. And like, I wasn't even gonna post a video if it wasn't good, but it ended up being so nice, and like, I just loved the way that it worked out, and that's why I ended up posting that video too. And like, I'm like, oh wow, you see? So don't ever second guess yourself. Just go for it. Even if you feel like it doesn't look good, trust me, just trust the process. Okay? Trust the process and you will be good. Now to highlight, I'm using the Pro Filter Concealer in the color 330, which is the same shade that I used for my under eye. And I put under my eye, the bridge of my nose, a little bit of my forehead, and a dash on my chin. And under my eyes, I literally put it just in the beginning, and that's the only place that I'll put it. Now with this concealer, just like the other one, I don't like to leave this concealer to dry out because it already blends out fine for me, at least. It gets too dry when you leave this concealer. Like, all concealers are different, so of course it's not gonna be the same with each concealer, but this one I just apply it and then blend it out right away, because as you can see, it literally does the job of how I want it to blend out. And like, if I let this sit, it's gonna be so thick and so hard to blend, and like I would have to keep spraying it, but I don't want to do that. That's if I'm doing like a more of like a full coverage look, then that's the only time I do that, when I use this concealer. But this time around, I'm just gonna leave it like so and just blend it out right away. So I'm using the same damp beauty blender, and I'm using that to blend that out. How beautiful. Like, I love the color and this concealer. Like, I just love it. Like, it makes my eye look so beautiful and like so soft and just like, wow. And it's like no filter. It makes it look like a filter, I guess, right? I guess. Like, you see that? It looks so good. I love the way that looks. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye, just blend that out. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, are you guys excited about Halloween spooky season? Literally today's the 30th, and like, wow, like, what should I do? Should I come up with like, should I do my spooky like SFX makeup looks? Like, do you guys like those? Or like, you know, should I just give it up this year, like give it my crown? Like, I love doing SFX, so I feel like I don't want to say give up my crown, because I feel like I'm still gonna end up doing something. And like, usually around this time, people sometimes book me to do their Halloween makeup and stuff, because I love doing SFX. And I would say that I'm good at it. I mean, I don't know, I think I'm average, pretty good at it, not too bad, not too shabby. So I mean, hey. So I don't know, let me know in the comments down below, what should I do? And if you think I should participate in spooky season this year, then give me some ideas of what you would want to see me do. For foundation, I'm using the Idol Ultra Wear Foundation. This is in the color 460 Sway W. I'm gonna put about 2 to 3 pumps on the back of my hand. I'm going in with the butt of my Beauty Blender. And I'm going to go ahead and just apply the foundation in all the places where I did not apply any makeup. So right underneath that contour shade that I used. Don't forget to blend out your neck, y'all. But underneath that contour, I'm bringing it up a little bit. Yeah, so let me know what I should do, if I should participate. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna do like that challenge where it's like you do a spooky look like for each day of October, because I just have a feeling that I will not be able to with my schedule and stuff, because I do take clients for facials and makeup and stuff like that. So sometimes I don't have time to film because I have clients all day, but like I could still try, and you know, at least all my videos for October would be, you know, for spooky season. It would be for like SFX related, Halloween makeup related, Halloween tutorial. So let me know, like, if you think I should, then give me some ideas, like I was saying. Yeah, comment down below. So I'm blending the foundation, like I said, in all the places, and I'm also gonna put a little tiny bit like in between my contour and my highlight, just to give that a nice blend, and like no harsh line is formed there, because you know it's 2 different colors. So like this will act as like a neutral shade, like so. And this is looking so bomb so far, you guys. You see that? Like, bye y'all. I don't know why I never tried this. I had like didn't try this sooner. I don't know. Like I said, I was scared, I guess. I was scared to try it because I thought it was not going to work. But here we are. I'm going to go back in with my brush that I contoured with, and I'm not even gonna put any products in it. I'm just blending that towards my forehead a little bit just to get rid of that concealer that pushed up a little bit up against my forehead, and just to blend those together so I don't have any visible line of where anything started or ended. Like I've been saying, I feel like I've been saying this whole video, but you guys get the point. But yes. So now I'm going to go ahead and set my contour and bronze up a little bit. I'm going to actually use my eyeshadow from the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place, and I'm using this dark brown shade right here. Now, if you watch my last video, then you know that this is my thing. Like, I use this for any and everybody of any skin tone, skin shade, like literally, and it always works out for me. So I've been loving this a lot, and I'm going to take my angled brush. I'm gonna dip in there and just go ahead and just set that contour. The color is so beautiful, and actually, like, especially for this look, which is like, you know, a fall vibe kind of look, it's like a little bit like bronze, a little bit like orangey. Like, it's just perfect. Like, you guys see that? Like, I love the shade. Like, I love the way it looks. And when I tell you, like, try it. When I tell you this works for any skin tone and everybody. I've had dark skin people come, light skin, like, you know, brown skin, any kind of skin, like warm, fair, medium, dark. Like, I'm telling you, like, it literally works, and it's beautiful. So, and it's also like a nice eyeshadow. I'll pinch my brush and just apply some on my nose and bring it up to my eyebrow. So, like, I bring it up to my eyebrow. I feel like it just gives you a more natural look that way. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna set our highlights. To set, I'm going to be using the Crayon Case Chalk Dust Setting Powder in the shade A. I love this powder so much. Like, I love it. Literally, I'm using this Real Technique. This is the dullness correcting brush, but like I said again on my last video, we never use the brushes for what they actually are, okay? I tap this powder in a lot. I'm using a little bit onto my brush, like I tap it off, and I'm just going to gently press underneath my eyes. I haven't been baking. It's been a while since I've baked my face, and I love the way this method works out. It gives me a smooth finish. What I do is I use a brush, which I find is a good method for me, and then I press it onto my skin. So I press it under my eyes. Literally, I'm going to put this powder anywhere that I applied the concealer. I put a little bit down my nose, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut my contour a little bit with this powder also. Hello. I'm just taking my brush with nothing on it and just lightly just tapping that powder to blend it out a little bit. I'm going to blush, and for blush, today I'm using the Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette from Juvia's, and I'm using the shade Toby, which is this orange shade right there. Beautiful, beautiful. As you guys could see, we have a theme going on, like orange, like that's the whole point. Like, I feel like orange, brown, nudes, like that's just fall for me. That's fall. Like, I don't know about you, but like, look at that nice orange, so pretty. I'm gonna just apply some on my cheeks and smile, which I hate doing, but I'm gonna just plop it on at first, like so. Dust off my brush and then blend a little bit upwards towards like your contour. Now we're gonna highlight. I'm using the Glow Kit Sun Dip palette from Anastasia, and I'm using the shade Bronzed, which I love, as you guys can see. And I'm just going to apply that on my cheekbones, high point of my cheekbones. Ooh, sweetie. Okay. Wait for Christmas, and like, I know it's so early, this is so out of topic, like it has nothing to do with fall and nothing, but like, that's just my favorite holiday. Like, this is my favorite holiday, so like, I can't wait. I just wanted to say that because, wow. Like, the other day I told my boyfriend, I was like, with me, I put the Christmas tree up, and then he was like, what? Because he was coming from work, he wasn't home yet. But I was just joking. But like, if I literally could put my Christmas tree up, I literally would. Like, no shame. Literally, no shame in my game. And I'm being dead ass. So, that's how excited I am. Like, I got my decorations ready. Like, what? I got my decorations ready for this Christmas. Okay, I am looking good. I look good and bronze. Like, oh, before I forget, let's go back to our eyes, and we're literally gonna just, well, I'm literally gonna, excuse my nails, by the way, like, excuse me, but if you need some nails, check the description box down below for a discount code. Okay, and also check out this video on how to take care of your nails. But like I was saying, I'm literally going to apply the same shadows that I applied on top of my eyes for my bottom lashes. I mean, not my bottom lashes, guys, I always say this, my bottom lash line. So I'm going to apply the orange shade, the yellow shade, and just blend everything together nicely. And I'm going in with Trust Issues from the Jackiana palette and putting that as an inner corner shadow highlight. Before I go ahead and spray my face, I'm going to apply my mascara for the bottom lashes. Okay, so before I do my lips, I'm gonna take my Morphe setting mist and spray that all over my face. I'm gonna take my brown pencil, which I was saying how this was not a lip pencil. This is actually an eye. This is an eye and eyebrow pencil from NYX. I like to overline my top lip a little bit. I'm actually just gonna fill my whole lip with the pencil because I love the way it looks. And I'm gonna go in with this chocolate lip gloss from my collection that I got coming soon. So this is my lip gloss that I made. So it's a very light. I'm gonna put that on top. Smells so good. Just like this. And just like this, this is the finished look, you guys. So this is the finished look, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's tutorial, and I hope that you guys comment down below letting me know what I should do for Halloween and for October. Don't forget to let me know down below what you would like to see, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Before you go, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and check the description box down below for some coupon codes that I might have for you, because everybody loves saving money. Okay, so thank you so much again, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye guys, love you. Before we go though, I know you're not doing nothing, you at home bored as hell, so you might as well just watch another video right here. Just click right here. Like, it's nothing to you. Click right here, watch another freaking video. Okay, bye, period.